crashed at Irving after getting off the Kennedy Expressway.
He's on the run.
He's on the run. He's on the run. Officers are following him. Looks like a male.
Down the
Wow.
street.
All those officers are following. He's fast. Just like his driving.
Oh, the signal's breaking up.
Oh, we want to
Well,
see this.
Here we go.
And he's wow. And I think the officers are well aware that they're on camera. But they're continuing to pursue the gentleman who's gone to pass a gas station into another vehicle. Oh no, he's carjacking a vehicle, but we've lost it. Oh!
This is going to end right here. Oh, wow.
He's gone.
He got away.
He's gone in another vehicle.
Unbelievable.
Wow. Well, he's still in a vehicle.
Now, at this point, watch out for this pit maneuver that you've probably seen in the movies where the officer might tap the back end of that vehicle to try to get him to spin out. I can't believe he got out of that gas station. It was hard because
several officers in pursuit.
Right, the signal broke up there. There were people on the passenger side of this vehicle trying to help the people get out, it appeared, and then the driver somehow was able to get in and sneak away. Wow.
He's gotten into another vehicle that was filling up. Hopefully there's no one else in that vehicle. The
Right.
person may have gone in to pay for the gas. Let's hope, and there's no one in that vehicle, but he has taken a vehicle.
Yeah, it was hard to tell. It looked like there was someone who had gotten out.
And obviously the keys were still in there.
Mm-hmm.
And now we don't know where he is.
The other question is, was there anyone else in that black SUV that crashed at Irving? Because once the one person here started running, that's obviously the scene we stayed with.
We continue to follow with Skycam this vehicle.
Here's what I was telling you about these intersections. It's so dicey. There's the officer in pursuit.
Yes.
At least they had the green light on that one.
We did have several officers pursuing him, running after him. He was pretty quick. And again, we don't know if anyone was in that vehicle that he's taken from the gas station. Hopefully not, as he continues to try to thwart police.
Yeah.
They're at Irving Park and Western.
Yeah.
Not far from WGN, actually.
There's a green light. There's a lot of construction on Irving Park. As they're
and that car that he was driving, the black SUV that he ditched, that he crashed at Irving Park, was involved in a homicide and several shootings.
Are they heading east, Dana, do you know, on Irving Park? Yeah. So they're heading toward Lakeshore Drive on Irving Park. And as I said, there is a lot of construction in this area. I know because we take Irving Park getting to and from WGN. And they're about to hit, as I'm pretty sure they're coming up on the CTA line here as well. There you go. They just passed the round line. And did you see the officers there? I'm wondering, they seem to be set up at that intersection.
We have a better eye than I did not see.
Maybe.
It's coming up on Clark Street off of Irving, straight path towards Lakeshore Drive. And if he knows the area, he's probably going to take Lakeshore Drive, left or right, I don't know, north or south.
Right, Graceland Cemetery. You saw the lights flicker there. That's a speed trap right in there, so.
No, it doesn't matter.
Now
he's past the red line.
Yeah.
And we know that car has gas in it, that's for sure, because he just took it from the gas station.
Presumably,
so.
right?
Yeah.
So.
And again, we don't know if anyone was in that vehicle that he took, because it was just sitting there, as someone went in there possibly to pay for gas, or someone may be in the passenger side, I don't know, but several officers did come upon that vehicle, and he was able to get away from them.
As I said, there must have been 5 or 6 officers, it appears, who've been chasing him.
We lost him. He's getting on the Lakeshore Drive, I think. I think that's what he's doing right there. That's the entrance into the Lakeshore Drive right there.
Because Lakeshore Drive is closed off.
The exits, but let's see if he's gotten on. And I mean, they're just barriers, they're just cones, so he could certainly blow right through there. Let's see, as we turn the corner, we don't see him.
Well,
Lost
again,
sight of him,
on the
at least for the moment. Well, I don't see a vehicle at all. But if he is on Lakeshore Drive, that's pretty clear right now because of the exits, and we do not see him. There's a police officer going the opposite way. The officers are going north. He is going south. but is that him? I think we've lost him.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. There he is. He's still going south. No officers are in pursuit on Lakeshore Drive. They were on the inner drive there, but he is on the actual LSD, and he continues to go
toward downtown,
which is where he just came.
Right. This has been all over the city.
I don't know where he is expecting to go to get away from officers, but they're certainly on his tail. That is for sure. And he continues to go at a high rate of speed with a vehicle that he stole from the gas station on Irving Park Road. And he hopped right in there. A vehicle was going with the car with the keys inside it, running. This is why you don't leave your car running, folks, when you go into the gas station.
Right, you mentioned this is unusual, Micah, and part of it also is because of the rules that limit the use of pursuits by Chicago police due to the safety concerns involved. But typically they really would only allow it with the supervisor's approval when there's an imminent threat. And I would imagine at this point that's probably why this pursuit has continued at this point, because of that imminent threat.
We're about to hit the 10 o'clock hour, and here we go.
This is Chicago's very...
Seems to have stopped the other vehicles from going right there at that exit. That's coming up from Navy Pier.
Mm-hmm.
The vehicle, police officers have stopped him right there. Not him, but stopped other vehicles so they will not get onto Lakeshore Drive and get involved in this this chase.
Right.
At all.
Yeah, and keep in mind too, there are National Guard checkpoints.
Right.
At Michigan
You can
Avenue.
see it right there on the left. There, it looks like one of their trucks, one of their vehicles.
Right.
Okay, we don't know where that might be him right there, but I don't know because they lost sight of him a little bit. When Skycam 9, the photographer in Skycam 9 zooms in, we'll know that that is the vehicle. Seems like they're looking for him right now, but he is still going. Police are still in pursuit, and it gives the impression that a lot of police officers are stopping the exit so folks will not get onto Lakeshore Drive.
Taking sort of more of a defensive stance against this. As we know, though, that there have been circumstances where innocent bystanders have been injured in recent years, which is why police are very careful with these types of pursuits.
I'm assuming that's him only because our Skycam is focused on him. But
That person's
I don't
going
know.
slower than.
And since they pulled out, I don't think they know either. I think we have lost the vehicle. I don't know where that vehicle is right now. I don't think Skycam knows. There's several police officers, as you can see, though,
Right.
and they're searching for that vehicle.
So that's
Hard
the
to
Grant
keep up,
Park area
especially
right
since it's
there.
dark, you know. But there are a lot of officers out there, as you can see, a lot of cars.
Maybe they still have a beat on him here because they're still making their way. There's Soldier Field.
There's a police officer, another one, two, but no vehicle, no gray SUV, silver SUV, I think it was, or is
Oh, there
that
it is. That's it. That
We
has to
found
be
you. There you are. There's the
Seems
Skycam. It's
that
got
way.
it. So it's heading south. It's past Soldier Field, so it's on South Lakeshore Drive right now.
All right, so at this point, they're going to bend to the right, and you have your options. You're either going to get on the Dan Ryan heading south. Or
I
you're
think
gonna
he is on the Dan Ryan
head,
right now.
or you're going to head toward.
Yeah, there is. There's
55
Mercy
as
Hospital
well.
right there, over there on the left. Heading straight. It could get on, you know, it could head back on to 94 heading back
Right. Here's the.
towards downtown area.
Here's
See,
where the
there's
decision
there's
comes,
a
right.
decision will be made right here.
Well,
And
looks like they're.
he's going back downtown.
Yeah.
It's heading north again. And as you can see,
Ooh, that was a Humvee there, isn't it? It looked
yeah,
like.
it is. One of the, I want to say
National
Coast
Guard
Guard,
troops.
National Guard. You want to say Coast Guard, but National Guard. So now he has turned to the right. It's so dark, it's so hard to see, you know,
Mhm.
in this light, or lack thereof, I should say. But he's making several turns, circular turns. Where is he now? I think he's off the expressway now. I think he's back on, but the police are still in pursuit. He's back on the side road. Not sure what the location is right now. If you're watching and if you have loved ones out there, please tell them to take cover. Okay, where is he going now?
If you're just tuning into, just to reset for you so you know what's happened here, this chase started roughly half an hour ago as far as when we picked it up. Is that the vehicle right there?
I think so. It's hard to see.
Now they're backing
He's
up again.
backing up. I'm standing up so I can
There's
see
an
it, get a
officer.
better shot.
It's hard to tell because this parking lot
Okay,
is
the
dark.
officers have gotten out of their vehicle. They're heading to the silver SUV,
he's-
but the silver SUV keeps moving. And
way
it has
to go.
thwarted police once again. It's on the move.
Unreal.
This is amazing that they cannot get this vehicle.
So to reset, a half an hour or so ago, we picked it up,
I think
and
it was more like 45 minutes. It's now
Yeah.
10:05.
that's true. It was around 10:30, maybe a little earlier. And so this was a vehicle that was wanted in connection with a homicide and several shootings. This is actually not the vehicle because we'll get to that in a second. Police chased that vehicle through the loop through downtown, out on the Kennedy, out near O'Hare. The vehicle made its way back onto Irving Park, where it pulled into a gas station. And
Well, no, the
oh, that's
vehicle
right,
crashed.
And then the driver took off on foot, ran to a gas station, where he then carjacked another vehicle.
Chicago Stockyard area, but he has gotten onto the train tracks. How he did that, I do not know. Wow. He may stop at this point because I don't know how far that vehicle will go on the train tracks. All we see are the headlights. Can't see a whole lot more because there are no lights, no street lights in that area. Wow.
And no, yeah, exactly. It's hard
He
to
is
see.
a bold
what's going on.
driver, that's for sure, because he is doing anything necessary to keep going. And he's on the street, and we've lost him.
So on this signal thing too, that's what I was starting to see here. Oh, he's crashed into the fence post there
Uh-oh,
and
he's
out of
gotten
the
out.
vehicle.
He's gone. He's gone. He's on foot. There are no officers around right now because we're not sure where he went. He went onto the train tracks, and he's on pursuit. He's running, but he's probably looking for another type of transportation. Is this the stockyards? Is this the train yards? What is this? We see trucks, the cabs of trucks. Okay, he is. Wow. You can barely see. Okay, he's running along Pershing Road, from what we understand. Where on Pershing Road, I do not know. Near Lakeshore Drive, maybe, possibly. There are a lot of vehicles. Oh, there are the police. You see the police to the right? There are a lot of officers, a lot of vehicles, and they seem to have lost him. He's
Well-
over there somewhere. We can't see him.
Right, but see, keep in mind, this is what I was about to say. The CPD chopper, I'm guessing, is up, which does have night vision capability, and it would aid in a search like this, especially as many officers as there are right now. I'm guessing
Wow.
that they probably do have a better idea of his location right now,
Bevy of officers. Look at that.
and they
Look
will
at
set
that.
up a perimeter.
Now, what is this left shot that we
That's
see? Oh,
probably
this is
from the
earlier
beginning.
today. This is earlier today. This is the vehicle he started off in,
Right.
folks. The black SUV that he started off in. That is what police were pursuing. They said that vehicle was wanted in several shootings and a homicide, and they were following him all over the place, from the loop to the north side to near O'Hare, back on Irving Park and Western, back onto Lakeshore Drive, back going downtown, going past Soldier Field. And it was at Irving and Ashland, in that area, that he ditched that car because he crashed, and we understand there were some injuries there, so the ambulance is in that area. He ditched that, ran to a gas station, and got into that silver SUV that you saw him crash a moment ago. Now here's a live picture right now as police try to pursue and find the suspect, who is on foot.
Right, they know he's in there, and you can see some of the squads
They
moving
have-
into that parking
They've
lot now.
surrounded him. I don't
Right.
know how he's going to get out.
Well, I've said that once before already.
Well,
It did, right?
Right, he's gotten away 2 or 3 times actually since we started this. Don't know where he is though. We did see him get out of that car, that silver SUV. He crashed and he ran. And then, like I said, a swarm of police cars around that area have surrounded the area where he was last seen. So he can't get out of there. There's no way he can get out of there. Okay, we're focusing in. The officers are on foot. I think have they gotten him, or are they just trying to figure out where he is? I feel like I'm watching CPD,
Right.
Chicago PD.
Yeah, it is interesting
Wow.
because
We don't
It's
see this a
unclear.
lot in Chicago, a lot in Los Angeles. We've watched KTLA, but we don't see this a lot in the city of Chicago, especially with Skycam following it, as we see it all unfold before our eyes.
well, it doesn't appear that there is a ton of urgency right here. Which would make you wonder. Although there goes an officer up to the top of your screen, it makes you wonder, with all of the light that's on this particular situation here, if they might have this person in custody.
Yeah, there are reports that he could be in custody. there are reports of that, and I don't know what our assignment desk is saying, but there are reports that the driver is now in custody, which is probably the reason that the police, there's no sense of urgency right now from the police officers there.
Wow, what a wild chase.
Okay, according to police scanners, and it is not confirmed, according to police scanners, he is in custody, but it has not been confirmed yet. We do not see him, but we know what he looks like. Very thin man, kind of long hair. So if you see that, you know that's who the driver was.
Yeah, apparently
Oh, wait,
there's some
I see a little bit.
scanner
Okay, look in
traffic
the middle
that
there.
he's,
Look
might
in the
be
middle.
stuck on a barbed wire fence there. Is a
Gosh.
possibility.
Are
Which
you sure
again would
this is not an
explain,
episode of Chicago?
I know. It would explain why we're seeing several of the things we're seeing right now, which is several officers right now at this fence line. And again, no apparent search for the suspect, which would lead you to believe that they have caught up with him, and he might be, in fact, as this unconfirmed scanner traffic suggests, hung up on a barbed wire fence right now.
Right, and they probably will have to call the fire department to bring in some type of wire cutters, unless they have some in one of the vehicles to get him loose. Excuse me. Okay, here's the first crash we talked about, when he crashed that, the black SUV, Ashland and Irving. And we're hearing reports that there could be some injuries there. There are ambulances, there are fire trucks. There's that vehicle, the one he was driving.
And then he got out of that vehicle and took off on foot and ran not too far down the road from there where he approached a gas station, and I don't know if we'll be able to cue that.
They've been in this area for a few minutes. Word is that he could be possibly hung up on the fence there. We don't know. So,
Oh, okay, so we're hearing now that the vehicle that crashed at Ashland and Irving was actually a police SUV. But that's where the suspect definitely was involved in some sort of crash with that vehicle and then took off. Can we go back to that video of the foot chase to the gas station? Because as we
he may be in the ambulance, is what we're hearing, or maybe in that vehicle on the left. We're not sure. But they did capture him. And the word is that he may have been hung up on a fence or something. That's what stopped him. But they surrounded him. On the left, you see him on the train track. This guy was taking the